service girlies right now, I'm a little bit agitated with them. And I have some exciting news. Like, you know how people be saying like monitoring spirit. Hair, getting your hair done is so expensive. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to save that $250. Yeah, like... Hey y'all, it's your KB, and the B is for Bobby. Butte, not beauty, just Buttes. We are getting into another budget and plan with me video today. I don't think it will be long, honestly. I posted, first of all, subscribe to the channel. Second of all, I posted a post today on my feed just telling my subscribers that I was having a really bad headache. Like, I told myself this year I was gonna try to be as consistent as possible on YouTube, but let's get into all of that. So for these videos, I like to talk about my financial journey. I am on a journey of just building financial wealth and getting better with money, but also paying off over $40,000 worth of credit card debt. Right now I'm at about $22,000. Actually, I added up last night, it was $22,494, I do believe. So that's a part of it. But then I like to talk about other goals like physical, mental, career, and I have some exciting news. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I have my laptop here, and I actually think I need to charge it. But we can start with career. I am still at the same company, even though I never really tell people where I work. I am a project manager, but this year I really want to like make a lateral move. I've talked about this a bit on my channel. I've been at this company now for almost 2 years, and I'm not used to staying at a company longer than, you know, the most I've stayed at a company was like 2 years and 11 months. And really that was too long. I wanted to make a lateral move at about 18 months at that company, but then COVID hit and I was kind of being stalled out, so I ended up leaving. But somebody commented on my Instagram and said they were feeling the same, but they were grateful for stability. So that's kind of where I am in this stage of my life, like just trying to be grateful for the fact that I even have a job, because a lot of people in this economy don't have a job, or they are not gainfully employed to the point where they can pay their bills and still have some disposable income. So I'm really grateful for that. I also recently talked about the fact that this year I want to do more networking on LinkedIn and in person. Like, I want to be going to conferences. I want to be putting myself out there more on social media so that I could be seen as someone who is regarded within the career space online. So as of right now, I don't really have like smart goals, I should say, like for my career. And when I say smart goals, I mean like I have it written down like bullet points, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to 4 different conferences and these are the conferences. I'm going to a conference or an event, I should say. I don't know if it's a conference, but I'm going to an event later on this month that I'm excited about, something that I never would have done. But again, I'm trying to put myself out there more. I was also thinking about joining the local chapter of PMI. I just passed my 1-year anniversary of being PMP certified, so that's super exciting, but we'll see. As of right now, I'm just working. I'm just trying to figure things out as they go. I don't necessarily have any plans, but... So now let's get into the physical goals, which I like to share. I did use ChatGPT to make a what is it called, a workout plan. So I'll try to put that on the screen, but I've been loving it, and it's really simple. It's 2 push days, 2 pull days, 2 upper body, 2 lower body. Really simple. I think going to the gym 4 times a week is really feasible. I would like to go 6 times a week, but I'm probably not gonna do that just where I am in my life. So yeah, I've really been enjoying it. I'm actually sore now, so I need to make sure I go to the gym tomorrow and Friday so that I can make my 2 days. And then I need to also get back to like walking on the treadmill. I got a bike over here. I did ride my bike in the morning one day last week at like 5 o'clock when I got up, but I didn't feel like going to the gym. So things like that. One of these videos coming up, I do want to insert like progress photos, because right now, y'all, I am thick. Like, I'm probably like 145. My highest weight, and I'm not one of those girls that's like, oh, I gotta lose weight. I do want to tone up, but I am not very particular when it comes to my weight. Like, I really don't watch it. I go on how I feel. And right now, I feel fine. Like, I like my weight. I like where I am physically, but I do know that I want to be toned. I don't want to be, you know, like spilling over my jeans. I know that if I put on a bathing suit this summer, I want to feel confident in it. That's what it's about for me, confidence. So, yeah, it won't be today, like I said, because I'm super tired. I had a headache, and I'm on a crunch time. It's already damn near 7 o'clock, and I'm trying to get this video up. But, yeah, here soon I will get more into my physical goals, but that's where we at in terms of just like having a plan and being in the gym. So we have the rest of February, 2 more weeks of February, March, April, and then May. So I'm gonna give myself like 90 days to try to go 4 days a week and then see where I can get. So at the end of February, I'm gonna come back, and that might be when I insert my before pictures. But I'm nervous, girl. I'm nervous. I can't be on here showing. You know, that's why we need to tone up though, because it's like, yeah, I want to feel like, oh yeah, I look good. I don't know if I feel like that right now. A few times I have shared about my mental health as well. I am in therapy consistently. I had therapy this week. I was doing it monthly, but I think here soon, just because of some life things. Probably the reason why I didn't even upload last week, just life was life, and I was stressed to the point where it was affecting my menstrual cycle. I think I might go back to twice a month instead of monthly for my therapy, just to make sure I'm having some like extra support. Because also, one of the things that I was really struggling with recently was like comparing myself, and I don't even know where it came from. Now the past few days, I will say that it has gotten better, but I will get online, and it's a difference. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find the balance between inspiration and like comparing, because specifically when it comes to like social media growth, which we'll talk about next, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, like I will always compare myself, my numbers, my engagement, where I am, my niche, the things that I talk about to other women, and like the growth that they've had, and like tangible growth, to where it's like, oh yeah, I know that she got that brand deal. I'm guessing how much, you know, like pocket watching. It's like, I do not want to be this type of person. I do not want that to be my mindset, to where it's kind of giving like, you know how people be saying like monitoring spirit. I really can't stand that term, because number one, I feel like it's overused, but number two, it's like, yeah, that's what people do on social media. Like, you watch people's content, you watch people's pages. Now, where it becomes toxic and harmful is when you start that comparison piece, like, oh, she got 2 brand deals this month and I didn't get any. You know, I think that that is very detrimental to your mental health and just like your social well-being, because I think a lot of times it is natural for us to compare, because you want things that other people might have. But when it starts affecting like, oh, I'm not as good as this person, or she's so much better than me, or she's so much farther than I am, you know, that's when I think you probably need some support. So I'm gonna go back to getting more support in terms of therapy. I also have been writing in my journal more often, but I want to be in a routine. Antoine just always, like, every single time, he never do this. But now as soon as I get to starting to do what I'm doing, you want to come be in a video. What Suge Knight say? All in the videos, dancing. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Child, anyways, so yeah, I've also talked about my mental health in terms of like being medicated. Right now I am unmedicated, and I think I like it better this way. I was taking a medication and it was giving me terrible side effects, y'all. I was having like mini heart attacks. So I am not taking that anymore. I'm not with Metro anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to, oh yeah. Alright, so let me finish one thought. I'm gonna go back to making sure I'm journaling and then going to therapy more often. But then I shared recently also on short form content that I was having a hard time with my spiritual journey, or my religion, I should say, and being in church. Like, I was going to a church for like 6 months, but then I started to feel like, I don't know if this is for me. And I don't know if that was like an attack from the enemy, the devil. Because of course the devil don't want you in church. The devil don't want you in community. The devil don't want you, you know, like well connected and having people supporting you along your spiritual journey. The devil wants you isolated. So I stopped going, and I would only watch 2819 online. And then I tried a couple different churches in Baltimore in the DMV area. I went to a church that I really like, but it's so far. It is First Baptist Church of Glenarden, but it's an hour away. So I'm like, what are the chances that every Sunday we're gonna drive an hour there, stay there for 2 hours, and then drive an hour back? It's, for me, it's just not likely. So I'm like, let me try to go back to the church that we were going to. So I think I'm gonna try to do that, just to get back into, you know, like some sort of community, to be in the house of the Lord, and to try to get, you know, like fed, because it wasn't, I just need to pray about it. Like, the things that I felt, they weren't the absolute worst things in the world. They just made me a tad bit uncomfortable. But maybe I just need to do some like internal work to figure out why exactly am I uncomfortable. You know, and also, again, going back to the comparison, like, every pastor is not going to preach like 2819's pastor. Every sermon is not going to be, which is kind of sad to say, but I just want to be in a place where I'm, you know, like, getting fed, I'm feeling convicted. It's not just all fluff. It's not just all like flowers and blessings, because even though that's cool, sometimes the blessings don't be raining down always. Sometimes it be a little bit of like, feeling like a little bit of curses, or a little bit of like strife, stress and strife. So I need to know, like, what do I need to be doing when that comes up, when the lust comes up, when the, you know, like the anger and the envy, like I was just talking about. So we'll see. And then we did not talk about social media goals. So I don't remember if I shared with y'all that I hired a VA. Well, let me just real quick do a rapid fire type of spit type of thing. So this year I said that I want to make $100,000 from social media. I don't care if it's brand deals, selling digital products, you know, like ad dollars from YouTube, TikTok, whatever the case might be. That is a really big goal of mine. So right now I'm really locked in when it comes to like TikTok and Instagram, because I'm trying to put myself out there. I am trying to be noticed, maybe by like, you know, just like social media influencer managers who can reach out to me and be interested in partnering with me for brand deals. But then also, one of my goals, long-term goals, was to be signed with the influencer agency, because I always felt like I could get more opportunities, I could get exposure, I could get, you know, like just better quality like partnerships, because these people know what they're doing. And I had an opportunity to sign with one a couple months ago, but I declined because it just wasn't the best fit for me. I didn't feel like at the time. Now, I will say recently I have started to kind of not regret my decision, because at the time I really wanted to go with my gut. It didn't feel like the right fit. But I don't got no brand deals in the pipeline right now. Nobody has really been, well, I have had some, maybe like a couple, but I don't have anything signed on paper, I should say. So I'm just trying to figure that out in terms of social media. One of my goals that I'm working really hard towards is to get 100,000 followers on Instagram before the summertime. Alexa, how many days until the summertime?
Summer starts in 4 months and 6 days on Friday, June 20th,
I feel like I could do that. I really do. And I'm really motivated right now. I'm really inspired, like I was saying. Some of my favorite creators that I enjoy watching, if I go back and I track their progress, they have over 100,000 followers, and they have done several, like, I'm post every day this month type of challenges. So that's what I'm on, especially for the rest of February. We got 18 more days. So if I'm thinking about it in my head, I know for sure that I could do that. And I like sharing this type of stuff with y'all because, again, I just love watching other people's journeys, and I hope that people love watching my journey as well. On TikTok, of course, I want to remain consistent. Sometimes people say, oh, I never see your content, or I never see you on my FYP anymore. So I want to change that. I want to get my numbers back up to where I'm getting at least 10,000 views on each post, but I don't know how much control I really have on that because I don't control the algorithm. All I can really control is what or how often I'm posting and the quality of my content. For YouTube, again, I am trying my best to show up at the very least, one time on long form content every single week. My goal, though, optimal goal, is to post 2 times a week. So one vlog and one like sit down video like this, whether it's about like hair or finances, like I was saying, just talking about like the house type of stuff. Or I saw a few people doing like a no buy, low buy, spend type of challenge, just stuff like that surrounding finances, but like we sitting down, we real intimate, we talking, that type of vibe. And then the other, like I said, the other type of video would be a vlog. So I don't have any numerical goals when it comes to YouTube. I'm kind of just vibing. Like, it is what it is. Of course, I would love to have 100,000 subscribers here, but I understand that YouTube is a long game. It takes time. I do post on shorts every single day, multiple times a day sometimes, but sometimes that video is like, you know, just like regurgitated over from the other platforms, which is cool too, because everybody doesn't always watch me on the other platforms. Okay, and I think last but not least, let's get into the financial. So the main high points are that I recently started investing in my company match 401k, and I think I started doing 3%. So I think $150 might be coming out of each check. I have to check the exact numbers, but I know that I did see for sure a deduction. So now my checks come to, I think it's like 27 something. So that hurt me just like a little teeny tiny bit, because that extra $300, you know, like that's a bill. My car payment is like $385, I think. So yeah, but I want to start investing more, you know, like I want to be, again, like I said in the beginning, I really want to be financially well, financially literate. So investing is a part of that. Also, we are making progress when it comes to trying to sell my rental property that is located in Minneapolis. If you're new here, I bought that house when I was 25. I lived there for a little under 3 years, and then I moved back home to Baltimore, which is where I am now. I don't have a slew of rental properties. I just have that one. But because of the state of the economy, where I feel like we are headed, I think it's best for me to go ahead and sell it, or try to sell it and get out of it, take my earnings and go. And I might do a dedicated video just about that, like selling the house, where I am with it, how much equity I have. But again, just high level. I was just checking the mortgage. I just paid it today. It is at like maybe 198,000. And if I was looking accurately, now of course things change, because I'm thinking maybe it might be on the market within the next 4 months. I'm hoping, I'm praying. Then I want to sell it for maybe like $289. I'm not trying to go no lower than $289. I'm hoping and praying that the realtor that I work with, she feels the same. But of course, then I still have to pay, like, you know, all the realtor's fees, taxes, all of that type of stuff. But if I could walk away with, you know, like everything after that, I would be debt free. Well, credit card debt free. I would just, you know, like have a fully funded savings, be able to invest some of that money, maybe get another, or flip a house, do something, you know, very much something to where I feel really good about where I am. Also, when it comes to my finance, I'm trying to think what else has really, nothing else really outside of that has really come up in terms of like bills or expenses, which is basically the same thing. Nothing random has come up to where it's like, oh yeah, I absolutely have to deal with this. I did put a huge chunk of money into my savings account, so that was the only thing. I usually, just because of talking about my financial trauma, I would just leave money in my checking account because I didn't want to see it go anywhere else, or I don't know, the psychological money side. So now I'm trying to do like every dollar zero based budget, to where it's like, okay, I'm accounting for every single penny that comes to my bank account. I know where it's going and why it's going there. I'm being very meticulous, and I'm being very disciplined when it comes to my finances. Another goal that I have right now is spending $130 on like fun outside of my saxophone lessons. Saxophone is a hobby that I started a few months ago. It's $210 a month. I don't see myself giving it up because I really enjoy it. It's one of the main and only things that I get to keep for me. And push come to shove, you know, like the money that I'm getting for social media pays for it. That's just the way that I think about it. So yeah, that is what I have pretty much for my finance piece. Let me go get, well, actually I think I might have it right here. But this is what I'm saying. I be remembering my numbers to the T. My Discover card is at $10,000, $10,003. I have a Capital One that I just use, you know, like throughout the month. I try my best not to let that card have rollover balance because the interest rate is like 25%, which is absolutely insane. Ludicrous, okay? So I plan to pay that off this month. It's $500 or $424, like I said. My personal loan is at $8,061, and then I have one more credit card that's like at like $4,064 or something like that. Those are very close numbers to what they actually are. So real quick, I don't have to go, the numbers that I have pretty much stay the same. I did forget to tell y'all that I am going to, one of my cousins is getting married at the end of this year, and she's having a destination wedding in Mexico that I'm going to. Somebody made a comment and said $22,000 in debt and going to a destination wedding is diabolical. I will say it 10 billion times. Listen, life don't stop going on because you're in debt. And hopefully you only get one wedding, hopefully. So I felt some type of way, honestly, I'm not gonna lie about it, because I'm like, yo, this is a lot of money. It's like over $1,000 to attend the wedding. But I have a big family. I love and care about my family. I'm like a family oriented person. So I didn't want to miss out, and I didn't want to disappoint my cousin. So it is what it is. In the grand scheme of things, I'm trying my best not to have like a poverty mindset. And it's like, yeah, it's $1,000. I think if 10 years from now I were to look back and be like, dang, I really missed, you know, like a special moment within someone in my family's life because I didn't want to sacrifice, because essentially that's what it is. It's like, maybe I'll stay in debt for a month longer because I chose to spend $1,200 on this wedding. That's fine to me. It is what it is. And again, this is me. It's not you, it's me. So I understand people have opinions. People feel however they might feel. People might comment, and that's cool. But there's my explanation. So other than that, I don't have anything that came up in terms of like financially that would be interesting for me to share with y'all. Besides, y'all, one more thing. I did my own sewing. I got my hair done last month, and it was $250. I think I might have tipped like $20. And I took it out. I had a middle part. I took it out and I did this myself. And I'm so proud of myself because, yeah, like, getting your hair done is so expensive. Service girlies right now, I'm a little bit agitated with them. And I usually tip usually tip $5, making it $30. But when I get my hair done and I had to buy these bundles, I'm going to try my best to save that $250. I think I shared that in a vlog. But yeah, I'm going to try my best to do my hair myself until I'm out of credit card debt. So if that means, you know, like sewing this hair in and taking it out every month and then just sewing it back in. My next hairstyle, I'm thinking about doing a half up, half down, which I'll also do myself, and maybe I'll do a video about it. But yeah, I'm going to try my best to save that $250 every time I can. I do want some braids, so I am going to save for that. I think maybe $300 over the summer and wear that for 6 to 8 weeks if I can. But other than that, yeah, the service girlies right now, I'm a little bit agitated with them. So I'm going to try my best to save when it comes to that. So I think I've updated y'all on just about everything that we always talk about and a little bit extra. So again, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Join us here in the family. I can't wait to, I do have some plans in my head of like things that I'll share with y'all towards the end of the month, but I don't want to put it out there just yet because, you know, for different reasons and stuff. But yeah, join me please, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.